Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back on Business Today Television and to our special section on Fund View. We often get you to check out very interesting mutual fund schemes that are available for long-term capital growth, for creating medium-term investments, and of course, creating multi-bagger returns via funds. We've already passed through half a calendar year for 2025. June 30th just went by, and I was looking at top performing funds, something that could catch your attention, something that you could invest in for the longer term, which would meet your retirement goals. And I actually came across a hidden gem. This is ICICI Prudential Retirement Fund, which is pure equity plan. I was surprised and very pleasantly so to see the kind of consistent returns this very small fund has given as far as long-term wealth creation is concerned. The net asset value of ICICI Pru equity fund is 36.67 rupees per unit for the retirement plan, for the direct plan. The fund comes, of course, under the FlexiCap category, and it has given a stunning return. The fund was set up in February of 2019, so that's 6 years and a couple of months old. This is, ladies and gentlemen, the return that you have seen on ICICI Pro Retirement Fund, which has the pure equity option. So, a SIP of 10,000 rupees per month for the last 6 years or so totals somewhere like 7,20,000, 7,30,000, and that amount now stands at a whopping 16.2 lakh rupees, which essentially means, ladies and gentlemen, that for the last 6 years or so, the fund has given an astounding return of 22.7% each year. That's phenomenal. And that's mainly because of the wonderful fund management that the fund manager has done, as also the portfolio which is right there in front of us. If you look at the corpus of ICICI Pro Retirement Fund, the pure equity option, it has about 83 stocks in its portfolio, and the top 10 stocks are right there in front of you. You will be surprised and very pleasantly so, as I have been repeating myself. Look at the top 4 holdings that ICICI Pro Retirement Equity Fund has. All of them at record highs. MCX, it is about 5% of assets. Bharti Airtel, 4% of assets. Indigo Airline, 3.65% of assets. And Muthoot Finance, 3.2% of assets. All 4 of these stocks have been making repeated new highs in the last 3-4 months, and this is something that has come out very, very strongly as far as the gains are concerned. Other stocks are UPL, Mahindra and Mahindra, PB Fintech and BSC, as also Naukri.com in the top 10. When you look at how the AUM is spread over, top 10 stocks account for 33% or roughly 430 crores of the AUM. Top 5 stocks are responsible for about 20% of AUM. And given that the portfolio is skewed towards growth, the price to book ratio is slightly higher, about 4. And the PE is somewhere like 32 for the overall portfolio. The returns are stunning. About 98.4% of 1200 crores is deployed into equity, 1.6% is deployed into cash, and this is a consistent performer, something that you can make out from the performance over a long term. For the 5-year period, the fund ranks first amongst 52 contestants. The returns for the past 5 years are 31.5% CAGR. It's beaten the equity FlexiCap category by a margin of at least 900 basis points, which is 22.7. So the category on average has returned 22.7%, and ICICI Pro Retirement Equity Option has returned 31.5%. Similarly, it's handsomely beaten the category in a 3-year period where the CAGR is 29.7% and the FlexiCap category has returned 22.27%. 1-year return is 12.3%. It's 3 times the category average of 4%, and the fund ranks second. So, for the year-to-date period, which is 6 months, 3 months, 8 months, and 5-year period, it ranks first in its category. Just see the line below. For the 1-year period, this fund is second in its category of 86 stocks. For a 3-year period, it's third out of 68 funds. So this is a consistent top performer and something that should be a part of your overall portfolio, given that the name itself is retirement fund. So please keep an eye out on ICICI Pru Retirement Fund Pure Equity Option. This is something that is more or less, if you look at the portfolio, a growth oriented fund, because look at how stocks have been chosen in this particular category of scheme. Materials are 28% of AUM versus a category average of 7%. Financials are underweight. Notice that there are no banks in the top holdings. So the fund deploys only 21% of its corpus into financials compared with a category average of 28%. Technology is about 14.9% of AUM. Category average is also about the same. What else is noteworthy? It's underweight in consumer discretionary. About 9% of the AUM is into consumer discretionary stocks versus 13% for the sector, and intensely overweight on real estate. ICICI Pru Retirement deploys about 5.4% of its AUM into real estate stocks compared with the sector average of 1.2. And similarly, it's grossly underweight into healthcare. Just 1.5% of its AUM is into healthcare stocks compared with the sector average of 7.8%. And overall, ladies and gentlemen, this has paid off extremely handsomely for the fund. I'll again repeat the top 10 stocks that are held within this wonderful fund. It's MCX, the top holding, top telecom player Bharti Airtel, India's largest airline Indigo, top gold financing company Muthoot Finance, top agrochemicals fertilizer maker UPL, Mahindra and Mahindra is the top SUV maker. You have Policy Bazaar, BSE, Info Edge, Vedant, Ultratech Cement. So a very well diversified portfolio, and this is the return that is worthwhile. 6-year SIP of 10,000 rupees is now 16.5 lakhs. That's a CAGR of 27.7%. So fabulous returns by ICICI Pru Retirement Fund Pure Equity Option. This is something that you should evaluate with your independent fund advisor, and this is something that should be held for the long term. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this presentation as much as I did in making it.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe. If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.